So good evening students. Today I'm going to take the part B of module 4. That is last class we have seen regarding product decisions, product strategies, how do companies add on their product line, the line width, that is a line length, the product mix and all those things. So this session we'll be looking upon to how do companies develop new products, that is new product development strategies, as well as how far is the life cycle of a new product that is being launched into a market. So these are the two things which we are going to see in this session. So new product development shapes a company's future. Improved or replacement products and services can maintain or build sales. So that is the importance of new product. New to the world products and services can transform industries and companies and change lives. Designing affordable and innovative new products that address genuine consumer needs help companies engage with consumers in this rapidly changing markets. Companies are challenging industry norms and past conventions to develop appropriate products and services that delight customers. So that is the emphasis regarding why do companies going for new product development. So when do companies develop new products in business process? We have already learned segmentation, target marketing, and identifying the target customers, then positioning, that is STP, we have already learned. And after deciding your target segment and how you're going to develop your positioning strategies, then is the launch of the new product that is coming. So it is a responsibility of the marketing department to plan how a new product is being launched into a market and how this new product shall go through each and every phase of its life cycle. So new product planning, basically it is driven by customers' needs and wants. It's a customer who is deciding how the new product has to be or what the new product has to be. So basically new products are of two types. One is a new product that is new to the market, and the other one is a new product which is totally new to the company. Just take the example of something like new to the company, what we can call it as an example. Might be that is Maruti, our own automobile car company. That is, they have got a set of products are there. When Maruti actually launched Brezza, that is, it was not actually having a car in that particular category. So it actually developed a kind of a product which was actually new to the company. It was already those kind of cars were there in the market, but it was new to the company. Suppose Maruti is launching an electric car. That means that will also be a product which is new to the company, but it is already existing in the market. That is, which is being launched by other companies. And the next category of product is that is totally new to the market. That is suppose a company is launching a particular product which is sometimes it might be there in the European market or the American market, but when they are launching in India, that particular product is new to the market. When Nestle launched Maggi noodles, actually noodles as such was a product which was actually new to the Indian market. So that was a product which is new to the market. So all these are kind of new products that is being given to the customers. So new product types need not be always truly total innovation. It can be transformational innovation. That is, an existing product goes to some kind of a transformation and a new product comes in. That is, you can see printers, different types of printers come. That is, we had dot-matic printers and we went on to a kind of laser printers, inkjet printers, and now what kind of printers we have. So these are the kind of transformational innovations that is happening. Cameras. That is, we were using actually cameras with films. Now we are totally into the digital transformation. So that is again transformational innovation in the new product. Then new products in a particular product category. Suppose take the example of two-wheelers, how we keep on adding into that particular product category new products. That is, adding into that particular product category. Then product line extensions. Suppose let's take the example of Colgate. Colgate has got, what are their products? Colgate has got various kind of personal care products like toothpaste. So that is, if they are adding a product called as mouthwash, that is actually a product line extension that is being added. Okay, so that is also a kind of a new product. If it is introducing a plaque remover, again, it is also being related to a toothpaste, but it is a new product line extension. And also on existing products slight improvements when company brings in, that is what you call it as a incremental improvements. So basically you have to understand new product are classified into two, that is one is totally new to the market, second one is new to the company. Also new products can be transformation innovations that is happening in different phases of the product, then a new product category that is being introduced by the company, then product line extensions, and also incremental improvements. So this is a very, very innovative product introduced by Godrej in the Indian rural market. Actually, Indian rural market, consumers were not able to use refrigerators. The main issue of that is consumers could not use refrigerator was that is most of the Indian villages were not electrified. So that was a basic issue. That is electricity was not there. So Godrej actually developed a totally a new product for the rural market. So this is a new product to the market, which is named as Chotu Cool. This particular refrigerator is being run on battery. So there is no need of electricity. For that is this is small size refrigerator being run on battery. It is temperature controlled. So villagers could actually use to keep some of the leftover curries or meals or whatever it is they could use. Also they could use soft drinks. Even the shopkeepers could use to store soft drinks in the shops. So this is a product that has been developed by Godrej with a very cool brand name, that is it is called as Chotu Cool, which the rural consumers can easily relate to. So that is being shown in this figure. Improvement on the existing product. How incremental improvements are being given on the existing product. This is a Go Green Speed. There's a petrol. That is speed itself was an incremental improvement on the normal unleaded petrol. So this is again an incremental improvement on speed petrol. That is, this is being considered as eco-friendly petrol for the health of your car and the nature. That is, by using this, you can actually lower the emissions, you can lower the maintenance costs, better driving experience. So speed was actually concentrating on better driving experience and better, that is, lowering the maintenance cost. Here, one more feature is being added of lower emission. So this is how incremental improvement on existing. This is again, that is, some of the new product development can be really low technology products where very minimal investment is being needed. This is a new product that has been introduced by a small NGO based in Bangalore. This is called as Daily Dump. This is basically a modification of the vermicompost which we have here. That is, pots are being given to the people who are residing in the city of Bangalore, and they can put in their kitchen waste into these pots, and this is being converted into manure, which they can, which is being again sold out into the market. So this is again that is very, very minimal technology, a simple kind of a new product that has come into the market. So this is basically a home-based compost that is being formed. So generally we see that as new products, when companies go in for new products, 10 to 11% of new products, you can always see that is new to the world products for any company will be only, that is, of 10% of its product share. That is, only very few products are being launched by companies which is actually totally new to the world. That is total innovation. Certain kind of products which are new products that is coming as part of cost reduction, some kind of new products will come in order to reduce the cost. That is some kind of that. So that actually constitutes 11%. Most of the new product category comes in the top 3 circles. That is where newness to the company is high and newness to the market is low. It might not be new to the market, but mostly new to the company. That is either addition to existing product lines, 26%, improvements or revisions to existing product, some kind of changes are like we discussed the example of speed petrol. Then new product lines, totally new product line that is being introduced by the company. Like Wills going in for Wills Lives, that is ITC going in for Wills Lifestyle. ITC was initially having cigarettes, they added a new product line of FMCG goods, then they went into clothing lifestyle. So that is new product lines are being added. So that is what 20% of most of the companies do. That is, which will be totally new to the company. For ITC, clothing and FMCG was totally a new product to the company, whereas this is already existing in the Indian market, where Godrej and Procter & Gamble, Hindustan Unilever are the market leaders to which ITC was competing. Improvement or revisions to existing products we have already discussed. Then adding to existing product line. This is what I told about Colgate introducing mouthwash, or Colgate introducing plaque remover. and all those things, or any kind of cosmetic personal care company introducing some kind of kajal or lipstick. All these are addition to existing product line. So how do companies go about organizing new product development? Some companies have exclusive product managers. Existing product managers lead the process. It's not a very good option because already existing product managers will be busy with their product line. So this is not a very good option. Then some companies have new product managers, have managers specifically for new products. Can be bad idea because like product managers, they think in terms of product modifications and line extensions only. So mostly the best way is to have a cross-functional team. So that is what you can see in the last, that is the last option, that is new product venture teams. This is what now the best of the MNCs have got, new product venture teams. The new thing that is, this has been introduced by 3M. I think in the last class I discussed regarding 3M and their product line and all those things. Many of such big multinationals like 3M has got the concept of intrapreneurs. Intrapreneurs are actually that is promoting entrepreneurial capacity within the employees of the company. So 3M has got entrepreneurs relieved of their duties, are brought together from various departments, like it can be from production or marketing or sales or HR or whichever department. Whoever has got the entrepreneurial capability, who have got innovative ideas, they are being brought together from various departments to work exclusively for a specific product. So this is again cross-functional. They are given a budget, they are given a time frame, and an informal place to work, which is called as skunk work. That is an informal place to work. So that is, they can have their own kind of creativity and bring in the new product. So new product development has got 8 stages. Customer need analysis. It all starts with the customer needs, analyzing the customer needs, then generating the idea screening, idea generation, then comes idea screening and evaluation, then comes the business analysis. That is, what is the business viability of that particular idea. Then comes the market strategy development, product development, and after that the test marketing comes, and finally they go into the process of commercialization. Idea generation includes need problem analysis, brainstorming, other techniques from OB, that is whichever you have learned in OB, that is what is how idea is being generated. Then idea is being screened using a variety of product rating devices to limit any kind of errors. Then comes that is the viability of the concept. Develop specific concepts which would be aimed at specific target markets. Start doing test marketing with focus group. Companies use conjoint analysis, a research method for deriving the utility that consumers attach to varying levels of product. Then the market strategy development. Companies go in for crafting a market strategy plan, which actually includes which will be the target market, the size of the target market, the planned product positioning and sales, how the profit goals have to be for the first few years, then products planned price, how the distribution strategy has to be, what is the marketing and advertising budget, then planning on the long-term sales, profit goals, long-term marketing. Business analysis, evaluate the marketing plan with typing mistake, with special emphasis on sales, cost, profit estimates. So that is evaluating the marketing plan to check the business viability. Must pass a business test criteria for further development. If the product is viable, then actually the company goes to develop a prototype. That is a sample of the particular product. So develop prototypes first run functional test and then go in for the consumer test. First, there's a functional test within the company itself. Consumer testing, the concept of market testing or test marketing. There are 3 kinds of test marketing. One is simulated test marketing, second one is controlled test marketing, and third is actually going into the real market, that is test markets. Simulated test marketing is when you find 30 or 40 shoppers at a shopping center, shows them some ads, give them some money, and then see which brand they would buy. That is, the company itself is giving some money and asking them to buy something of their choice. And if still they buy your product, that means consumers have got the preference. Controlled test marketing relies on a panel of real stores to carry the new products for a fee. Sales are measured through scanners. Otherwise, actual test marketing are the ultimate way to test a new product. Company puts forth a full-scale and advertising and marketing plan for selected cities and regions. In certain cities, they introduce a product. Can use different strategies in different cities to compare the effectiveness. Might be in 5 cities in South India, might be in 4 cities across India. One might be Delhi, Bombay, or there is metropolitan cities, and they see how the effectiveness is. The eighth stage or the last stage is that of commercialization. This is basically when to launch the product into the actual market, where to launch, that is which geographical locations, and what kind of a market strategy has to be adopted. When, where, how. This is the answer. This gives the answer to the commercialization strategy. When is the timing? It can be a first entry, it can be a parallel entry with your competitor, or might be a late entry after some of the other companies come in with certain kind of products. Where is a geographical strategy? Start out regionally or start nationally, or sometimes certain companies go internationally. How is the introductory marketing strategy? That is what the marketing mix has to be. What has to be the product features, packaging, pricing, promotion, and how the distribution channel has to be. The idea is to generate an efficient process to test new products. It is important to set clear standards for acceptance at each stage so that the bad ideas don't get through and good ideas aren't quashed by conservatism. Very few initial ideas ever make it to commercialization stage. So commercialization stage is very, very important. That is how we are going to place your product into the actual. So next we are moving on to, now we have seen how that is what is new product development and what are the various stages of new product development. So now once a new product is being developed, now next we are going to see what is the life cycle of that particular product. Any new product in the market, what is the kind of life cycle that product goes through. So product life cycle concept is based on basically 4 premises. The first one is products have a limited life. So that is one premise based on which we say that product has got a life cycle. Second premise is product sales pass through distinct stages, each with different marketing implications. The third premise is profit from a product vary at different stages in the life cycle. Products, and the fourth premise is product require different strategies at different life cycle stages. So these are the 4 premises based on which a product life cycle concept is based on. So now next we'll see what product life cycle is. A process a product goes through from when it is first introduced into the market until it declines or is being removed from the market. The life cycle has got basic 4 stages: introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. So it is a process a product goes through from when it is first introduced into the market until it moves out of the market. And 4 stages: introduction, growth, maturity, and so these are the 4 stages of product life cycle. You can see that as the first curve shows the sales pattern, second one shows the industry profits. So you can see across all these stages, introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. Also in one more stage is being shown as a new product development stage. That is where the new product is being developed. So that is being considered as a first stage, where you can see there is 0 sales and industry profits are negative. So now we are going to see what happens through each. Product development stage, or the new product development stage, begins when the company develops a new product idea. Sales are 0, investment costs are very, very high because new product is being developed, so a lot of investment is being needed. Profits are negative. In the second phase is the introduction phase. Slow sales growth, that is, the company is introducing a new product into the market. So sales growth will not be very, very high. Cell phones 15 years back, that is, everybody was very, very apprehensive to buy the product. Only a few people might have bought the product. Hybrid cars today, Blu-ray technology, high definition television, etc. And intensive promotion and communication is needed during the introduction phase, because basically the product awareness has to be given to the consumer. So intensive promotion and marketing communication. Price is always uncertain. That is, what kind of pricing has to be done, whether it has to be skimming pricing, that is, if it is a high quality product, or if it is being targeted to the luxury consumer segment, that is, you cannot keep the price very low. So that is a skimming pricing strategy. So whether it has to be highly priced or whether it has to be a penetration pricing, that is, whether you have to increase a market share, then you have to go for a low pricing strategy. So that is where companies actually cannot actually fix upon the pricing. That is what the pricing will be. Okay, so there will be always a change after this introduction phase. The pricing strategy will definitely vary. Then uncertain about the competitors, uncertain about the consumer responses. That is, when a new product is being introduced, how the consumers respond. Non-existent profits and negative cash flow. Stage is the growth stage, where the sales actually starts increasing rapidly. and product gains market acceptance and price also stabilizes. Company now understands that is what kind of customers actually prefer their product, and they can also stabilize on the pricing. Features also stabilize, profit starts coming in, and brand building starts. Now company starts to establish that particular brand, and competition also starts building up. It's the maturity phase. Slow sales growth, that is once a product has gained maturity. 100cc bikes was once a new product, but now it is no more a new product. So sales growth starts going down. Fountain pens, nobody uses that now. So the other features are price reduction and promotion also. That is not much advertisements are being given for a product which is already in a maturity phase. Sometimes certain companies go in for feature changes, feature reductions, or bringing in new product lines into that particular category. Profit goes down. Competitors sometimes introduce new product in this category. Brand sustainability is imperative in communication. So this is where sometimes companies go in for innovations, or if the service sector, they go in for renovation and rebranding and all those things. This phase is a decline phase, decline in sales, new products meet satisfaction, profits erode for this company, communication expenses are almost nil. So these are the 5 stages of product lifecycle. Duration varies with every product. Every other product need not have the same kind of product lifecycle duration. Varies with every product, can be controlled by marketing efforts, changes with technology introductions, inventions, and disruptive innovations. So with this, that is the product that is life cycle changes. The PLC's importance to marketing decision makers is to help identify appropriate strategies and tactics for presenting a product. Each stage represents a different set of uncontrollable variables to consider in the development of product and marketing strategy. So PLC duration varies from product to product based on the technology introductions, inventions, and disruptive innovations happening. Sometimes, like in mobile phones and all of this, you can see the product life cycle keeps on changing. It doesn't have a very prolonged product life cycle, because every time a new technology comes, that the other product, in that particular technology is out of the market. So that is what is the. Now here you can just read through the marketing strategy during each of the product life cycle stage. I've shown you introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. In introduction, you can see the overall marketing goal will be basically to introduce product awareness and trial. That is more and more consumers have to do the trial. The product strategy will be only limited models with limited features. Frequent product changes will be there. Always the models will be limited. Pricing, like I told, that is penetration pricing. If it is market presence is needed, they go in for penetration pricing. If it is to recoup your investment cost, then you have to go in for a skimming pricing, that is high pricing. Distribution strategy, gradually roll out the product to expand availability, get wholesalers and retailers on board. Promotion strategy, advertising and personal selling to build awareness, heavy sales promotion to stimulate product trial, somehow make the people try the product. Growth stage goals will be increase the market share by acquiring new customers, that is expand your customer base, find new needs and market segments, introduce new models with new features, that is a product strategy, that is you bring in add-on features to the product, continue product changes, keep on modifying the product. You can just compare with any kind of product how this happens. Prices fall due to competition, price to match or beat the competition. Then distribution strategy, intensify efforts to expand. That is more and more market. If you have to penetrate, you have to intensify your distribution strategy. Aggressive brand advertising, selling, and sales promotion. In maturity stage, profits might have already maximized. Now there is no scope of increasing profits. Only thing is that you can defend your market share. Product strategy, full model line. That is, you can keep on adding. Company can keep on adding product to the product line. Prices continue to fall, price to beat the competition. So pricing strategy is generally up with the competitors. Distribution strategy, extensive product availability, retain shelf space, phase out unprofitable outlets. Certain unprofitable outlets and areas, you can just take it off. Stress brand differences and benefits with your competitors. That is a promotional strategy, has to be encourage brand switching. Keep the brand or product fresh. The decline stage, overall marketing goal will be reduce expenses and marketing effort to maximize last opportunity for profit. Eliminate unprofitable models and brands. That is a product strategy. Unprofitable models, you can just take it out. Prices stabilize at a low level. Maintain distribution strategy. Maintain a level necessary to keep brand loyal customers. That is, you need not go in for finding out new customers. Promotion strategy reduced to a minimal level or phase out entirely. So this is very, very important. What are the strategies during each stages of product life cycle? You might get it as a question in the question. You can see the Colgate as a brand, how that brand faces through the product life cycle. Might be in the decline stage, you can see the Colgate tooth powder, which is already phased out because nobody is using it anymore. It was once an introduction stage or a new product in the Indian market, but now it is almost, that is, it has phased out. Colgate, certain brands of Colgate like Colgate, Maxi Fresh, and all those things, they are in the maturity stage or already have flattened the curve. Growth stage, you can see the other kind of new additions in the Colgate product line, and also a certain new product. If Colgate is introducing a new kind of toothpaste, that comes in the introduction stage. So now, let us here we are going to see a slightly different product life cycle, basically for styles, for fashions, and for fads. So this is slightly different from our normal products. So we need to distinguish three special categories of products, like product life cycles, for styles, fashions, and fads. A style is a basic and distinctive mode of expression appearing in a field of human endeavor. Styles appear in homes, clothing, art, etc. A style can last for generations and go in and out sometimes. That is, sometimes it comes, certain styles come in clothing and all, we have seen styles come in and styles go out. Whereas a fashion is a currently acceptable or popular style in given field. So style, you can see how the product life cycle is. As you can see, up and downs. It keeps coming in, going out, keeps coming in, going out, like that. For fashion, you can see the length of the fashion cycle is hard to predict. One view is that fashions end because they represent a purchase compromise and consumers start looking for missing attributes. That is, in this fashion, that is what is wrong and all those things. For example, as automobiles become smaller, they become less comfortable. And then growing number of buyers start wanting larger cars. So that becomes a fashion. Okay, so like people now, big apartment, that is big houses, that becomes a fashion. So that is what a fashion comes in and goes. And fads are fashions that come quickly into public view, are adopted with great zeal, peak early and decline very fast. So you can see the PLC life cycle also, how it goes. It peaks early and it declines also very fast. So their acceptance cycle is short and they tend to attract only a limited following who are searching for excitement or want to distinguish themselves from others. Some kind of hairstyles or some kind of particular kind of clothing or some kind of footwear or some kind of hair coloring, or these are certain kinds of fads that come in and go. Tattooing, that can be a fad, something it comes in and goes very fast. So the marketing winners are those who recognize fads early and leverage them into products with staying power. Some companies actually convert fads into products with staying power. So this is regarding the product life cycle shape of styles, fashion. Now we have seen what is a new product development process. Then we have seen the life cycle of new product development. And once a new product is being introduced into the market, how the consumer is going to adopt the new product. Only thing is that consumer might be aware about the new product. He might be interested, but he or she has to adopt that particular new product. That is, awareness, interest, desire, all will be there within the consumer, but that has to be converted to an action where the consumer starts adopting the new product. So what are the different kind of consumer categories or adopter categories? Every consumer will not equally adopt the product as fast as others do. So we'll see the various consumer adoption categories. So again, consumer adoption categories are also again of 5 types. Innovators, early adopters, then you have got, that is, majority is being, that is, you can consider as one, early majority as well as late majority. And the last classification is that of laggards. So these are the 5 categories of consumer, that is consumer adoption process. So now we'll see what are the features of each of these categories. Innovators, first on the block buyers. Typically younger in age, they enjoy taking risks with new products. They are mostly well informed, very small in numbers, tolerate failures. They are ready to tolerate failure, but they want to always try the new product. They trigger the next level adopters. Innovators always try to trigger the next level of adopters, that is the early adopters. But you can see innovators only constitutes of 2.5% of the consumers. Early adopters, these wait for initial purchases to happen. would like to read the product reviews. They enjoy novelty, higher incomes, and they are youth, educated, and socially forward. Mostly, they are the opinion leaders. They help spread the word. Then comes the early majority and late majority, which I've classified here as the majority. Skepticism is a major trait. Mostly seniors in age, mixed levels of education. They build the sales volume, but they don't like to take too much risk. So they'll not buy it early. Once the product has maturized only, they'll buy the product. Competitors enter the market when these come in, careful buyers and choosers. And the last category of consumer adopters are laggards. That is, mostly these people don't buy a new product at all. They avoid change, rely on existing products until it outgrows completely. Or if they have to buy a new product, the old product has to be out of the market. Form the last small section. They don't need too much and ad communication. That is, the company need not spend so much of ads on laggards. But you can see the percentage, majority of the consumers belong to that is a majority category, 34 and 35 you can see 68%, 13.5% of that is early adopters, and 16% is of, again you can see. So diffusion process and marketing strategy. Identify, so that is what strategy has to be adopted by the marketers, that is regarding a new product diffusion process. Identify diffusion inhibitors, that is actually which are the factors which are actually stopping the diffusion of a new product into the consumer segment, and find ways to compensate for these. Always identify the innovators and the early adopters. They are the category where the company has to focus when they introduce a new product and cater to them. Always try to move consumers from awareness to adoption. That is awareness, interest, desire, and the final action the consumer has to come in. That is where the adoption happens. And make effective use of word of mouth communication. So this is where now companies have started using social media and all those things to intensify